Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin, Unsung here, starring Joel Smallbone. When David Smallbone's music company collapses, he moves his family from Australia to the United States to search for the brighter future. When nothing more than their 7 children, a bunch of suitcases, and their love of music, David and his pregnant wife set out to rebuild their lives. I really didn't know anything about this family. I mean, I maybe heard of their music a couple of times, especially from Rebecca and from Joel and his brother, who are part of the King's End Country. I believe that's how you say their um, band name, which they obviously did the whole entire music for the soundtrack for this song for this movie, which is pretty good. I enjoyed big parts of the soundtrack in this movie. David Smallbone, who is played by Joel Smallbone, one of the brothers. I think that's pretty good. And honestly, he did a pretty good job of acting. I honestly wasn't really expecting much from him. I guess he had a little bit more acting talents than most people expected. Especially, and he was also in Journey to Bethlehem, which came out last year, which was an okay film. But he played the son in that movie, which I didn't. I knew there was like a recognizable face when I saw this movie. I was like, I don't know why, but I seen that face somewhere. But he was in that, and he was one of the brighter parts in that film as well. Yeah, you have David Smallbone, who owned this music company, who takes this big risk on somebody who costs us a lot of money, and they did not meet their expectations. So he kind of had to basically sell everything, or like he lost everything. So they had to move to the United States for this new, basically almost like this new job. But then that new job kind of goes nowheres, and so now they kind of just have to work their way through life. You have the family getting into almost like maintenance jobs, like you cleaning someone's house or cleaning some or mowing someone's lawn. And it's such a and you have them like living on the like you have them like sleeping on the floor, because they don't have anything. Like this is like the bottom of the barrel like type of family that's like really poor. Like they were all the way up here, and they immediately, and at some point in their life they came down here, and to and it's just an amazing story to see them also climb their way back up. So this movie is really focused on about this on the Smallbones family and these 7 children, and next you see them go through these struggles. You see them have their ups and downs, and you see them um, fight sometimes, and you really get to understand this family from their point of view and how life was to them, and also being Christians and all that, being religious. And I think that's all a lot of people's going to have a big problem with this film when they don't choose to go see it. The religion part is there, but it isn't really in your face. It's not really like, hey, go be a Christian type of deal. It's there because that's their beliefs, and it has to be part of the story. So it has nothing to do with relating to like, oh, is this like a Christian message or anything? It is in some form, but overall, the movie does a really good job for getting you invested with this family and getting invested with their struggles and understanding somewhat each of the point of view of the characters or these people. I mean, like you don't really get to focus on the whole entire family because most of there's like 7 different people, and you don't really get to focus on all of them. The main characters really of this film is the dad, is the mom, and Rebecca, who is I think she's the oldest kid in the family, maybe the second, but the oldest daughter in the family, and so they're kind of like the focus point of the film, and the movie just does a really good job at that, and you do understand where certain people come along, where like, oh, well, we have this guy, paying for everything. It kind of makes me feel like I can't take care of my family. It kind of makes me like feel like a failure. So like there's that struggle in this when you have that character just trying to be a good person, but it does kind of come off like, really, do you not have any faith in me? It's like, fuck you type of deal. It's not that tropey type of situations, even though it is based on a true story. There's even tropes in true stories, like to make up situations, to make up dramas, to have a story. This feels genuine. Genuine? It feels real. It's the point. That's the what I'm trying to say. It just it feels like this actually happened. It feels like there was not a single point in this film that feels made up. Even though I guarantee there's probably certain bits in the film that does is made up, but overall, fantastic movie, shot very well, acted very well. My only complaint of the film is that you don't really understand who is who when it comes to like the other siblings. Like you really know who Rebecca is, but you don't really know who Joel is. Like, yeah, who is playing the dad in this film. Like you don't really get to know who he is. So like there's some bits in the film that does struggle from the writing. And next, when they show off, like, oh, this person was this person, it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I didn't really know that. All I really know was that guy likes cameras. That's that's all I really know. And so, and next, when they say like, oh, this is what this character got into, it's like I wish we got to see a little bit more of that. But I understand they're kids, so they wouldn't really be that much interested into yet that. So it kind of has that balance of trying to at least show how to connect the actors' faces to the real people's faces. It has some of a struggle with that, but I don't know if they could have or they really wanted to stay more to the original story. But I honestly really did not know who either of the brothers were that are part of the king and the country's band because the movie didn't really make it clear on who it was, and I assumed it was one of the two like brothers who had the most screen time out of the whole entire film, but I didn't know which one was really which. So overall, I really did like this film a lot, and that was kind of my only biggest complaint of the whole entire film. It was just minor, really writing standpoints. But Joel did a really good job with this whole entire film. He directed it, he wrote it, and he acted in it. He did a pretty good damn job doing all three of those, and so and probably also doing the music himself. Like it's a really good movie, and I highly recommend you guys checking it out. Another really cool thing about it is that each of the family members did get like a cameo in the film, which is really cool. I didn't really know any of their faces, but when I looked them up, I was like, oh, I thought it was just really the brother, and maybe the family had help when it came to writing the story or something on those forms, but they actually acted in it, and it's cool to be like going back to be like, oh, that's that person, that's person. I'm gonna give Unsung Hero an A minus. I really did like this film, and I don't really have that much complaints about it because it was put together really well and acted really well. The music is really honestly the best part of the film, and so I highly recommend it when you guys. Highly recommend to go see it this weekend. So anyway, guys, thanks for very much watching. Like always, I'll see you guys next review. Bye, guys.